All right, guys. So this is number 2 video. You saw the first one, and I'm keeping I am self-centered, and I did a lot of talking at the top of the video, but and which is good. You know, so what I'm gonna do at the top of all I am videos, I have this little thing I do, and I know it's a little quirky thing here, um, but touch me, it's a lot of research that went into this little demonstration right here. And I know that when we're here, we create problems. We do. We don't mean to, but we do. And when we're here, we solve these problems we create. So when you're trying to do something from here, where the ego is, the ego, right, which is edging God out, which is basically edging out the heart, because intelligence is here, but intelligence has no compassion. But compassion is a quality as the heart, right? A lack of intelligence, a lack of, excuse me, a lack of compassion is a trait. There's a difference between trait and quality. Okay? Yeah, beings can have traits that are not good, but when you usually say quality, you mean something good, right? So intelligence is a trait of the being here. Now, I'm not giving our brain a bad rap, but what I'm saying is the more we hear, the better. Like here, usually create lessons, and here you're enjoying blessings. So lessons, blessings. Here you usually kind of get lost into separation. You believe you're separate, but you're not. Just to give you the illusion and delusion that you're separate. But when you hear, you're activated as the wisdom to see that we're all one and that we're inclusive. You know, one. So this is why I'm gonna start like and I'll do this verse. I am 858. Translation Luke. Excuse me. I am 858. Translation John 858. Before the universe was, before the world that I put in the universe was, and before the first living beings I put on the planet was, I am. So I am is a connection as the heart. I know we have a pineal gland, and which is called the third eye and all that, but the heart is the first organ in the woman's uterus when the doctor notifies she has a baby. She has life in her. Well, the heart, a lot of beings don't know this, creates the brain and all the other organs, including the body. So as much as we like to be pineal gland and a brain focus, which is, it's okay. The heart is greater than that. You can actually just feel what you're trying to imagine, and you go beyond imagination to realization. You don't have to even have an image. Just feel good. And you're actually an electromagnetic, infinite, vibrating force pulling good back to the body you are. Without even having images, without even imagining. You can just feel good. Just feel. And let this be quiet and peaceful, serene, silent. Like I tell everyone, you don't need a brain. No one needs a brain. You know why? Because you already have a brain. What you need your brain to do is be quiet, serene, peaceful, and let the heart lead you. As the old adage says, follow you heart. Now they say your. In my presentation, I take the R off the word your and say you, so that you can know that you are the heart. If I say your heart, you'll feel you someone else with a heart. It's time. I am time, not it's time, but I am time. See what I'm saying? I am a realization. I am the moment that we start realizing that we are what we are, that we are the heart, that we are as I am. As this one brother says, your true identity is you divinity. Well, you divinity is here. See, as I quoted that verse, now I'm going to quote Luke 2, I am 249, which in scripture is Luke 249. And the verse goes like this: wist ye not, I must be about my Father's business. So I take the word my out of that verse and put wish ye not, I must be about I am's business. Hence the reason why I have the tag I am. I must be about I am's business. Instead of saying my father, I must be about I am's father's business. I am father's business. That means you're actually, as a woman, mothering the business as I am, and as a male, you're fathering the business as I am. So when we lose living from here, being about what's my, right? My will give you the egotistical idea that you're representing some person, and you say I am's business, that puts you back in the truthful place that you're representing I am, and I am represents you. As Yeshua said, Yeshua, I don't know whom you serve, but for and he said me. So I'm gonna say I don't know whom you serve, but I'm gonna change the me. But I'll go ahead and read the verse as that's verse written. I don't know whom you serve, but for me and my house, I serve the Lord. So I'm gonna say I am 24:15. I don't know whom you serve, but for I am and I am's house. Now remember, house is not just a body, but house is the invisible infinite being that you body is within. And you body doesn't stop at you physical body, but the body is the life you are, which includes your family, your loved ones, your community, your job, your career, everything you are, even the body as the space you live in. So the body you are is bigger than the physical body that you believe. Oh, I'm 6'1.5", 6'2", and someone could be 6'10", 6'11", or 5'1", 5'2", 5'11". You body is bigger than that. And the house is not the body. The house is the invisible infinite being you are, that you body, and you body life is within. So wish ye not, I am about I am's business, so that I am house is I am, and I am body is housed in I am. Which means all of your actions and activities are I am's activities and actions. Therefore, you live including everyone and not excluding anyone. Living as I am's business. But when you live as mine, you can see from an isolated, biased perspective, which doesn't include everyone. And sometimes it's easy to, when you do that, you hear, right? And remember, the intelligence have no compassion. But you living as I am, you're already in the community, in the awareness, in the infinite. You're already the community. You're already the community, not just in the community. You're the community and the awareness and the infinite almighty force as compassion. But if you're living here, and now I use the word it's on purpose, it is hard to have compassion, because compassion is not a quality of the head. Compassion is a quality as the heart, and as wisdom. Intelligence is a trait of the head, where there is no compassion. So be very cautious that you slip from being I am's business to my business. My would represent the isolated, intelligent place where you can you can find yourself being less compassionate or least compassionate for everyone. But when you are about I am's business, and you live in here, compassion is automatically a relative and an experience as the self you are. That's why this is a great investment to live here than here. I tell you this, most beings, now you know spend means waste. S-P-E-N-D means waste. Investing means expecting a return. When you're here, you're spending, and here you're investing. And spending means losing. Investing means winning. So I'm encouraging you to be about I am's business, so that you are not making a wise investment, but you are being a wise investment. Now, let's walk the dog and let's dump the poop, because the dog has to go out for a walk so he can poop. I like to call it the brain the dog, because that's where the MIND is recorded, the misinformation needing demolition or dumping. Okay? So it's a little quirky exercise that many of you may laugh at, but very effective. Putting things in a proper perspective. And you can do this when you're dealing with you family members. Notice I'm taking the R off the word your. So be about I am's business as you are dealing, and it's hard to take the preposition with out, but as you are dealing, let's just go ahead and put the word as right there. As you are dealing as you family, be you father's business. Be I am's business. Be I am's business as you're dealing as you family. So now, whatever you're expecting, the love, the understanding, not understanding, but understanding. Not UNDERSTANIND, but understanding. INNERSTANIND. Understand together so you overstand what doesn't need to be in between it, you and your family. Okay? You're learning, right? Yeah. I've done a lot of research. Trust me, for me to speak this way, I know what I'm talking about. Okay? And I got this little quirky little exercise that some of you may be laughing at, because you may, I apologize. I shouldn't say that because I'm making a prejudgment. Maybe you all not laughing. So I'll take that back, scratch that. But I know it's still like a little quirky thing, right? But I'm doing this to help you to be here. So first thing, to get centered, we go and take the dog for a walk, right? And the poop is the M-I-N-D, the misinformation needing demolition. So I have like a little dog up here, and I have brain as a dog, and the poop is M-I-N-D right here, and and then I have enough of this S-H-I-T, and then I said, let's stop feeding the dog. Let's stop feeding the dog. Like when you're watching certain things that's not cool and making you feel not the best, that's called feeding the dog. You're locking in images that's taking your vibration low instead of raising your vibration high. That's feeding the dog. If you are taking in information and that's making you feel low, you're feeding the dog. And so I said, no more crap poop, right? And I said, remember, the M-I-N-D, right, is a terrible thing. It really is. It's a collection of false beliefs that usually work against the I am you are. So that is called, in this, my Amology, right? Amology is Amology, weology, I'm staying away from the words we and me, because that takes you right back here. So just, let's say I am's business. I am. Right? Amology. To study as I am, study as I am. But you could put in parentheses weology, selfology, youology. Okay? But as long as everything is inclusive, there's no separation. When you know you're one as everyone, and that's a kind of little travel to make, but you begin to realize, man, the love I am as I am is the love I am as I am. So whatever I love experiencing, I am experiencing. See, that's why in Exodus, I'm going to say I am 13 through 18, aka translation, Exodus 13 through 18 says, I am's name forever, as generation. We all say I am, even if we don't use the word. When we're feeling and vibrating, the feeling, when you're feeling something, you're vibrating. We are electromagnetic, vibrating, infinite beings. So when you're feeling something, you're feeling that something infinitely, not just finitely. You, as the feeling and the vibration, shows up finitely, but you allowed that, and you I am'd that. You I am'd that infinitely. Let me get this one book so I can show you what I mean when I say you or I am. Hold on for a second. All right, everyone, I'm back. I have to divest for a little bit. We'll grab that bag again. But when I say you are that, and I mean you as the heart are that. You. See? You are that. This is Gangaji. Gangaji studied in India, and her classmate name is Muji. And Muji and Gangaji are teaching now. If you go on YouTube and put in Muji, Mooji, and you'll see his videos. And then Gangaji, she has videos too. And her name is Gangaji. J.I. They study with Papa G. So that J.I. has something relative in India. But I believe that J.I. means family because, Muji, Gangaji, Papa G. So, but then now here's Ramana Maharshi, who I study, a lot of his material, and I say I studied, studied Ramana Maharshi. I'm going to say I studied as I am, with I am. Now, Ramana Maharshi has, in his book here, this is called Talks. And Ramana Maharshi has a section in his book where he says the whole universe sits in the heart. And that's the real you. And when you get yourself there and you really start being there, here, you are actually exercising I am 249, Luke 249. Wish ye not, I am about I am's business, the heart business, not about here. Now, I'm not criticizing the brain, but we need to get the brain quiet. Like, no one needs a brain. You know why? Because we have a brain. But we need our brains to be quiet, silent, and peaceful. And we have this thing, the pineal gland, which is called the third eye, and you can manifest and blah, blah, blah. But the heart is stronger than that because the first organ in the body is the heart. So the heart created the brain, which includes the pineal gland, and all the other organs, including the body. The heart is the first, boom, boom, boom. The doctor says to the young lady, the young mother, you now have life in you. The heart is the first. All start as the heart. So we should live. We should stay there. We should stay in the heart because the heart will never misguide you. That's why there's an adage says, follow you heart. And I know I take the R off the word your and say you because you are the heart. If I say follow your heart, you believe you're somebody with a heart. But you are that heart. Remember, the heart you are was first before the brain and the other organs and the body. So you're the heart. And you are all the other organs as well. So you get a different idea. So, like I said, before I started doing these two recordings, I went and did a meditation. I prayed to center I am self here so I can speak as a way that includes everyone. Not if I come from here, probably don't mean any harm, but I would probably speak exclusive. Yeah, exclusive. Meaning that I would speak from my point of view, and however you may see my. Somebody look at I am this body and say, oh, he's that. I may find myself speaking from that point of view and leaving others out who probably don't look like me. And that's not I am's business. That would be my business, but it's not I am's business. And I've always lived here because I've always been concerned about everyone. I've always been concerned about everyone. I always send blessings, peace, and love out to everyone and their family members and their loved ones. So I've always been here. That's why it's been easy. If I had some slight transitioning that I had to make from here, it wasn't that huge for me because I've always been a heart-centered being. So, but yeah, now I'm more centered here, 100%, to the point where I can identify when I may be going here. Sometimes it's just trying to sneak in and have his way, and I just go, I'm the boss. I am the boss. You hear? I said, I am the boss. So we have to do that. We have to say to this, I am the boss. EGO, I'm not going to let you edge good out. I'm not going to let you edge the good I'm out. And my website will be named youareverythinggood.com. I'm the good. You can't edge I am out, EGO. See, you stay here, you're going to create lessons. You stay here, you enjoy blessings. And the blessings are you. You are the blessings you enjoy. This is why I have in my one of the chapters in I Am book is you are a blessing. Now, you are blessings, but you are a blessing, but you are blessings. That's what you are. So you enjoy the blessings you are by staying right here, by being about I Am's business, like I am 249 states, or Luke 240 in translation, Luke 249. Wish ye not, I must be about I Am's business. In translation, my Father, right? But I don't want to say I am Father business. Wish ye not, I must be about I Am's Father's business. And that's being about love. That's being the love. That's being love You can be about love when you know you are love. So I got these books in my hand right here. So let me put these down. But remember, you are that. You are that love. You are that what you've been about, right? And then Ramana Maharshi said, "You're the heart. That's the seat of all." Okay. So I put these down, and then I bring this book up again, and then this one is this. This one is be the love. I mean, be what you are, love. And then my new special edition, this you are love is the 4th chapter. This one is the 3rd. So yeah. So let me show you how to take the dog for a walk. So I call the I call the brain the dog, and I call the MIND the poop, because that's misinformation needing dumping. So when you start getting up here, you know when it's time to take the dog for a walk. You done take in so much information that's not positive, not uplifting, not making you assisting you to feel good. So you know it's time to take the dog for a walk. So I'm gonna show you a little trick you can do at home. Get you a bag. I'm telling you, man, this looks like a little quirky thing, but do this and you'll feel the difference. So there's a meditation center you'll see in my book where they throw pictures away, but I'm not going to talk about how they do that, because out of respect to them and their method, which I learned and I've been there, but they're from South Korea, and they show you how to throw images away. They're called it. You go to www the meditation center, and then you'll see their website and the contact information. You can give them a call, and the way that they do that, I'm not going to disclose that out of respect to them, but I'm letting you know the process looks really easy. You're like, what? And you are getting rid of things. Again, out of respect to the meditation center, I will not demonstrate how they do that, but I have an exercise that's similar, and it's not a copy from what they're doing, because I was already doing this at Scientology when they have a process called auditing, where you hold these cans and they can see electric waves, and then they keep asking you if there's a situation that you have an emotional charge on. An emotional charge is feelings, right? Feelings. And what they do is they take you over that situation. You might have to go to that situation 5 or 6 times, but they can tell when the emotional charge is off that situation when you smile. They go, okay, we got him through that. So you no longer reliving that experience over and over, recharging that experience. They audit that out, and they call that getting rid of the reactive MIND, getting rid of the reactive misinformation needing dumping, misinformation needing demolition. That's what they're doing at Scientology. Okay, and then there's another place called the release technique, and all this information is in IM's book. You know, you can get in touch with these people, their phone numbers, their websites. So this is the Transcendental Self-Awareness Meditative Research Manual. So this is a Transcendental Self-Awareness Meditative Research Manual and experience. So every page you turn, you experience yourself as everything written here. Okay, and then you got all this research books written by authors. I refer you to different books, different authors, to back up everything in here, and websites, YouTube channels, and etc. So this is a good buddy to travel with. The investment is $250. Worth that. This is an investment. Notice I said the investment. Notice I said the investment. The special edition said, invest. I'm an investment. Invest in yourself. You are the investment. You are the investment is the last channel. The last chapter. Okay? And I explain why you are an investment. All right. So anyway, let's walk the dog. So I call the brain the dog, because the brain get full of poop. And the poop is MIND, misinformation needing dumping. Like Scientology, they help you get rid of the reactive MIND through auditing. And here we just go ahead and do this. Put your head over there. I know some of you are laughing. This seems simple. Trust me, if you do this every day, just pictures, things that you've gone through, just boom. That you didn't like, just feel like you dump in here. Take the dog for a walk. Boom, 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 boom. That's right. Rub it out all those pictures. Rub out all that information. Any arguments you had, any uncomfortable situations you ran into. If somebody was harassing you while you were driving, creating road rage, go ahead and put that in there. If you had an argument with your wife, put that in the bag. That's dog poop. You was upset with your children, put that in the bag. Anything that was not cool, something happened at your job, put that in the bag. Boom, boom, boom. Throw all that in the bag. Don't keep walking around with that stuff, charging it up every day. I call that an it. Boom, 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 boom. Now, put it up. Dog poop. It's like you clean up dog poop. You know, if a dog pooped in your house and you don't clean it up, that'll stink up the house you are, right? You house. You have dog poop, you have that poop in your brain, and you don't get rid of that, it'll stink up your life. It'll stink up the life you are, not your life, you life. So this little exercise is very easy. You can do, and then again, go to the meditation center. They have exercises, everything to get this quiet, right? Get this nice and quiet and peaceful. Now, then I just walk to my imaginary dumpster and boom, put that in, just like somebody would do the little poop bag that they pick up their dog poop with, So very easy things you can do every day. And remember, stay right here. Be about I am's business, because that's you business. And this business includes all. So when you're caring and for everyone, you're blessing the self you are. Remember, you are infinite being. Most beings see finitely. We see three-dimensional holographically, and I heard we are infinite dimensions. We are infinite dimensions beyond this three-dimensional holographic plane. So when you are being about I am's business, which is I am hyphen 249, translation Luke 2:49, which says, "Which ye not be about I am Father's business," but it's written my Father, but say I am Father. You do that by being here. This includes everyone. If you're here, you kind of get lost into excluding some, and you're only more concerned about my point of view is, I'm only concerned about who I believe I am and who are like me. And then you kind of don't mean to, but you kind of exclude the concern and compassion and love for others. And it could be an innocent mistake, but if you stay right here, you never make that mistake. Okay? So you stay right here, be about I am's business, not my business, but I am business, right? Remember, problem solver, questions, answers, finite, infinity, intelligence, wisdom. Intelligence is trying to go where wisdom already is. Okay, intelligence, zero compassion. Wisdom, compassion is a quality as the heart. See? Heart has qualities, brains have traits. Better live with quality than traits. Here, you create a life full of lessons. Here, you enjoy a life full of blessings. So I say this to everybody out there who's doing great, putting up great content about what's going on in the world. I send my peace, blessing, and love to everybody. I'm about I am business, so I wish, I am is everyone, is every generation. That includes everyone, everywhere. So I send I am blessings to all of you, peace and love, and that you all, that we all just be about I am's business. If we be about I am's business, we can't miss. Let me check and see how much time I have. Oh yeah, I got some more time to keep talking. And I'm going to keep talking because I always have a whole lot to say. So for those of you, this is your first time on the channel. For those of you who subscribe to the channel, I thank you all very much. I put all this content together for you, for the I am, right? Because as you help I am, you help I am. Like, instead of saying you house, excuse me. See, I'm all connected now. Instead of saying your house, say you house. Instead of saying your family, say you family. Instead of saying your children, say you children. Children, instead of saying your parents, say you parents. Instead of saying your community, say you community, because you are the community. You are your parents. Parents, you are your children. You are your home. Sounds different, but that's true. You are your home. Your home is you. So instead of saying your community, say you community. Instead of saying the world, say I am world. And no matter what region, anywhere in the world, you or I am is them. Even though they physically don't know you, and you care about them. You wish them the love and peace and happiness that you are. They deserve that. Especially if they about I am's business. As the way that they're about I am's business. See, now remember this. Sometimes beings can be about I am's business the way they are. The way I am as them is about I am's business, which means that if you're there and they're showing you peace, love, and respect, and you feel comfortable, they are I am business. So being here, when you be here, you are inclusive. When you go here, It's a very easy thing to be exclusive. So be about I am's business, not mine. Don't say my, say I. I am. Move to my, move from here. Remember, lessons, blessings. Move from here, from the my to the I am. I am's business. And as you are loving and sending out blessings and the best for others, there is no way you cannot be that vibration as the self you are. Remember, whatever you send out, you are that vibration also. And there's a verse in the scripture that goes like this. And I'm going to say I am 55:11. And then translation, Isaiah 55:11. I am the vibration, aka word, that beeth that goeth forth out of I am's mouth, and prosper whereunto I send I am, and shall not return to I am body void. Now, you are that vibration even as feelings. So if you feel in a certain way about what appears to be someone else, which is really I am, then you are that vibration as the body you are. And you're going to come back to you. So you send yourself out on waves, invisible electromagnetic waves, and those invisible electromagnetic waves come right back to the sender. They go out and prosper whereunto you sent them. So if you're not feeling good, they're going to go out and prosper into not good vibes. And they're going to come back flowing to you like waves crashing the shores. As the three-dimensional holographic form as what is seen as people, places, things, moments, circumstances, events, and experiences. And then you are those experiences